Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. I'm out in a western Kentucky field with a new John Deere 2680H high-performance disc. This tillage machine is new for model year 2019, and I was excited to be able to see it at work through a demonstration put on by my local John Deere dealer, Hudson Equipment. We'll spend some time out in the field watching this tillage machine at work and also climb up in the cab of a John Deere 9570RX track tractor and visit with Kyle from Hudson Equipment and learn more about the 2680H. It's equipped with 20-inch blades and it's traveling anywhere from 10 to 14 miles per hour as it does the tillage work. This is a very tough condition field. It's extremely wet. The ground was just saturated, and walking across the grass, the water was just kind of bubbling up through the ground. There's still a lot of brush out in the field, and this machine was just tearing up the ground. In one pass, it was taking it from pasture ground to almost corn planter ready. In two passes, without a doubt, this field was ready to plant. The nice thing about a big machine like this is you can go into the ground when it's a little bit wet and air it out. In fact, the reason we see a track tractor in front of this implement is when the demonstration started, the dealer had hooked up to a John Deere 8400R. And while the 400 horsepower tractor is well equipped to pull this 25-foot implement, it was not equipped with its wheels and tires to get across the field, and it just sunk in and got stuck. So it's equally impressive to see how this track tractor is just racing across the field at almost 14 miles per hour, tearing up this pretty heavy ground and getting it ready to plant corn. So let's get out there and hear and see this machine at work, and then visit with Kyle from Hudson Equipment to learn more about its specifications and abilities.
Here we can see this is weedy, grassy ground. It's hard. It's wet. I mean, it's just wet. And this implement is tearing right through it. This is a wet and muddy old pasture. We can actually even see there's some old trees still popping up out here, and this is just running through it. Looking good out there.
Hey, this ground is absolutely bright.
Well, I saw tree stumps out there, little bushes.
Oh my goodness.
So I've already named this
8400 sitting over there.
Yes.
So I'll show you a picture of it shortly. It's oh Lord, we hung it up, or I did, it was me. It was all me.
So how fast are you moving out here with this?
Oh, let's see, between 8 and 13.
The grass and just airing this field out, definitely getting it ready for planting way ahead of other implements. So right now we're running just over 13 miles per hour with this implement. And you hardly feel it with these tracks out here. It's just moving right across the field. See, there's brush and ivy coming up out there. So now when you're running this, you're actually able to leave the blades down on the ground there?
Leave it in the ground.
That certainly saves a lot of time on the turns.
It does. It gives that high speed and new heating. I have to pick up on the ends. It saves a lot of time.
So now how deep in the ground is
right now
running?
we're about 2.5 inches. So make sure we don't hit this screw.
Well, it's clearing off all the growth on the surface and making a nice seedbed in one pass.
Hey man, it's I think probably in this ground it'll be a 2-pass tool, but I think something that's not coming out of pasture before, it'll be a 1-pass tool.
Well, I always think of pasture ground, moldboard plow, and a disc, and probably a field cultivator.
Well, sure. I mean,
it's looking pretty good for 1 pass over pasture ground.
Especially as wet as it is.
Yeah, my shoes were sinking in the mud out there.
It is quarter back here, and you walk across it right now, it's still, you'll see a couple inches. It's pretty muddy. But yeah, I think that's what.
Yeah, what I liked in the mud was it just all threw it up in the air, and then it smoothed it out as it came down, and it lets it dry.
You see that? How much is sitting on top of that barn, and then just look at the blades up front, how they're rocking back and forth working. It'll go to 9 inches. I would actually hate to see it. We show that tractor run pretty quick at 2 inches in this ground, 8400, and it's weighted up to plant.
This 570RX doesn't even know it's back there.
It's
moving.
It's doing the best. I was telling Eric just a minute ago, I said, I'm glad we have this tractor. I'm glad we got stuck. I think a mouthful that is. I'm glad we got stuck to bring this tractor out to really see how this tool is.
Now we're almost up to 14 miles per hour here. Well, I appreciate the ride up here. It's an impressive tool to see. Hope to see some more out in the field.
Appreciate you coming out.
We're going to take a quick tour of the tillage setup here on the 2680H with Kyle from Hudson Equipment. Kyle, what can you tell us about the setup here? What allows it to move this fast, 14 miles per hour out here in this field?
All right, so each blade has its own individual arm. Each are rocking, obviously individually.
Got some good cutting edges up here.
Front and back rank, both work the same.
So you're working your soil right to left and...
Correct. And then obviously going back into the rolling basket here, which has its own depth setting as well. You can see the stops on the top of the cylinders.
And we can see it really just kind of firms the surface up and crushes the clods. Oh, it's definitely an impressive tillage tool. So these stops up here, just walking up here, are really easy to set. So if you're going across some washouts and you want to dig deep, you can just flip those over or flip them up to set your depth.
Yep. Go from 2 inches to 6 inches.
Well, that'll work up some ground or smooth out a seed bed. Well, Kyle, thanks for the tour, and we'll look forward to seeing this going back and forth.
An immediate advantage that you might find from running a machine like the 2680H is its speed, its ability to dig in the ground and make up a seedbed in one pass. It has individual floating disc blades that have 9 degrees of flexibility, so they can roll over a rock, a stump, or any other obstruction at those high speeds because each blade is mounted individually. A traditional disc has an axle beam that holds all the disc blades together, and that disc can only normally travel around 5 or 6 miles per hour in the field. So being able to step up the game to 10 to 14 miles per hour means that many more acres covered. The machine is able to get into wet ground where that axle style disc really has to wait till the ground really mellows out and dries up before it starts working on tillage. Let's talk about the machinery specifications and some information about it. The 2680H is available in sizes from an 8-foot 3-point mounted model to a 45-foot drawn model. This 25-foot 2680H has 20-inch notch blades and a rolling basket. It's spec'd out the way we see it in the field. JohnDeere.com list price on it is $102,693. The tractor is a 9570RX. It means it's 570 engine horsepower. It's powered by a Cummins OSX 15 912 cubic inch 15-liter engine. It features a John Deere E18 transmission and weighs in at 55,000 pounds. The price tag on this tractor, which is the second largest 4-track model available from John Deere, is $603,873. You might think this is a lot of tractor for a 25-foot implement, but when it comes to running a high-performance disc like this at 13, 14 miles per hour, you really can't have enough weight and horsepower in front of it, and they're really pretty well matched for the job that they're taking on in this field. When it's time to leave the field and head down the road, this 25-foot model will fold up to just 13 feet wide. I hope you've enjoyed hearing and seeing this brand new tillage implement from John Deere. The 2680H has a lot of possibilities for fall tillage, spring tillage, and one-pass seedbed preparation. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there are over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you have any questions or thoughts about the video, please leave them in the comment section below as I try to respond to every post that is made. If you would like a preview of what is coming up next on Big Tractor Power YouTube, make sure to check out Big Tractor Power Instagram, where I share pictures and short video clips of what is currently being filmed in the field. As always, thank you for watching.